Welcome, my name is Craig, and I'm just doing the binding on the rose. Now I have curled maple, and I'm going to put some abalone purfling around there as well. So for the moment I just have put some Teflon in there when I glued the bindings to the frame. Once I take all these off, I can put the abalone, hopefully it'll fit nicely into that space once I remove the Teflon filler. Okay, it's cleaned up quite nicely. I've used a very sparse amount of glue, and I just tried to use it in the one of the channels. The second channel that has the purfling in it, well, it will have the purfling in. I tried to keep the glue out of it so it doesn't clog up and make it more difficult to put our abalone in. So, and the way I apply the abalone is to use strips. These rascals. I think these strips are about 2 millimeters wide, about 1.7 millimeters in depth or high, and there's a black tape joining those abalone pieces on the back. So the idea is I just remove this Teflon material, and hopefully it should all come out very, very easily, because Teflon shouldn't stick to the glue. And we'll see. Very easy. So basically all I'm going to do now is hopefully put this in there in the right place. And go all around. And once I've placed it in as I go around, I'll just tape it down. I'll add a bit of super glue just into the channel, some thin super glue, tape it down, go all the way around back to here. Very easy to do. If I use abalone pieces by themselves, which I have in another container, you got to hammer them down, they break off and they go around, etc. A little bit more of a hassle. I think this works really well. If you get 2A quality from China, you don't have much room, you can't really sand them down, so you've got to get it almost spot on. So I learnt the trick. The idea is to get this is actually 3A material that I'm using, and it works a whole lot better. Okay, all we have to do now is add a little bit of super glue and we'll be right to put on the back binding. Alright, it's all been sanded down now and glued in. All I have is a little gap just over there between the wooden binding and the abalone. Just a tiny little gap. I'll just fill that in. Aside from that, it's worked out really nicely. Now we'll just do the back. Okay, the back binding is now in place as well. It went very well. There's only one tiny little mark over here. Needs to be filled, but other than that, it's worked really well. Now, still needs a little bit of reasonable amount of sanding, etc., and scraping to get it ready for painting. But it's getting very close now to being ready to paint. So I'm quite happy with it. It's about 10 hours of work in 10 minutes on this video. Doesn't look like it, but that's what it is. Let's have a quick look and see what it looks like. Again, I like doing this. Hopefully we can capture some of this beauty. Just a reminder of what the top looks like again with the abalone purfling. Well, before I put it away, that'll unblock the sensors of the nose. Okay. Well, before we go, I'll just give you a sneak peek. I'm working on the fretboard at the moment. I'll just give you a quick look at it. Still got a lot of work to do on it yet, but it's getting there. Nice abalone inlays here. See why I call it the rose. It's going to be good. Alright, thanks for watching and see you next time.